the dedication and then go on to the story. Okay?
We're going to sit and listen to the book.
For Miss Kylie Anderson, you are a special fish and you will find your ocean. Then Haley gets to go. Okay. Read that page.
Okay. Coco, LaSwish was a beautiful fish, a fabulous diva with lots of gills.
It says glitz.
Oh, glitz. Oops.
She had rainbow scales and bright purple fins and giant eyes as shiny as gems. Half her tail was turquoise and the other half was chartreuse. With stripes and polka dots done in golden puce. She was the flashiest, most colorful, delightful fish. As she swam by, all her colors went swish, swish, swish.
But the other fish were haters. Every time she swished their way, they had nothing but negative things to say. You're too flashy. You're too glitzy. What's with all the swish, swish, swish? You can only be one color in our school of fish.
Some fish would giggle, others would point their fins and railed. Others would point their fins and railed. Okay. Who ever heard of a fish with a striped and spotted tail? You're too different. You're too strange. All those colors are insane. There's totally no way you could play in our fish games.
Ooh.
No.
I know, right?
So
Poor Coco LaSwish was lonely indeed. With no fish to play with, she hid in the reeds. She tried to rub off her rainbow scales and wrap brown seaweed around her fabulous tail.
But when she began to swim, they recognized her by her bright purple fins. They said, "Oh no, it's that tacky rainbow fish again. Can't you understand that we'll never be your friends?"
Well, she had tried to hide, and she felt bad that she had tried. Who were those other fish to be so nasty and snide? She was who she was. Anything less would be a lie. That's when she decided to have some pride.
She ripped off the seaweed, she shined up her scales, and she did a quadruple swish with her fabulous tail. This is the last page, we're both going to read it, okay?
And once she had escaped those plain Jane hater fish, she realized there were other parts of the ocean she had missed. This began the great journey of Miss Coco LaSwish.
She traveled here and there and everywhere, and lots of other fish stopped to stare at her great beauty, at her rainbow scales, at the swish, swish, swish of her fancy tail. And they loved her, adored her, because she was who she was.
She gave them the courage to be themselves just because.
This is the last page. And when occasionally she came across a fish who didn't want to be her friend, it didn't bug her so much because she had learned by then that haters were just scared of and trying to blend in.
Instead of taking a chance and believing in their greatness, their beauty, their truth, their light, their hope, their spirits, their strength, their might.
Oh, let's both read this page together, okay?
That
whatever kind of fish you were, it was just fine. For Miss Coco LaSwish, it felt absolutely divine. She was free, finally free, to be exactly who she was supposed to be. The end.